Welcome back guys to another Zero DTE video, and today Coach Ernie is going to be talking about Convexity, so make sure you stay tuned. If you're interested in becoming a pro trader, check out the link in the description to join the world's #1 Zero DTE trade destination. Enjoy guys.
So essentially, when you're looking at this risk profile, you're looking at both peaks. You want the profile to look similar, not the at expiration peak, but the profit curve, essentially.
From my point of view, I'm just thinking, where's the convexity point? That's where I want to position myself.
Yeah.
I just want to know, is it a good risk to reward? Am I paying the right price? And am I positioning myself around the convexity? That's the key, positioning yourself around the convexity point. The convexity point is whenever the market does this, moves above the expected move like this, and you get paid.
Right. Yeah.
Now, are you doing these adjustments prior to the market opening or right after it opens?
I just did it now.
That's true, but what would you do normally?
You can do it anytime you want. Wherever you are is where the market is, right? So that's what the situation is then. Of course, it can change. It's changing all the time. And you're counting on changing. You just don't know when the change is going to come or how big it is or if that's going to be the time that it's going to change. You don't know any of those things. You can start whittling it down a little bit and maybe put yourself in a better position, but it really comes down to what that is, position. Just positioning yourself for what the current market is telling you. And if you're thinking, okay, then how can I optimize that? I don't know. That is the optimization for that moment in time. And then it's probably going to change a little later on, and you're hoping that if it did change in your favor, that it's going to change big enough to give you something that looks like in this chart here in the pink area or the red area, that the change will be bigger than expected. And if it is, then you get paid big. If it isn't, you lose little. So what a lot of people get hung up with is, how do I get the win now? That's assuming that you can tell which way it's going to go and that you're just going to have the perfect timing and to be able to put the perfect convexity trade on to get that win. It sounds great. There are things that you can do as you're doing this over time. You start developing an intuitive sense on when things are going to happen and how they're going to happen, how they're going to manifest. But the only way to find that over time and become one of those traders that seems to always be positioned in the right place is through this kind of reflection back and forth. Does it mean that you're going to be right all the time? No, it just means that you're going to probably position yourself better than most people do, and your frequency of wins versus the amount of risk that you take is going to get better than most people, and you're going to make a lot more money. But if you're asking, is there a formulaic way that I can do that? I don't think there is.
It's basically just adding more edge to your strategy, maybe.
I think that if you had an AI that was looking at all the different parameters over time and started learning this over time, it could probably develop that edge. But that's kind of like what you're doing to yourself. You're training your own AI engine how to optimize where you're at, position-wise, but not predict.
Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button below. If you're interested in becoming a pro trader, remember to check out the link in the description for Ernie's school community.